We are on the air. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball. Where this evening, the Orioles will start the second half of their season following the All-Star break, playing the first of a 3-game series against the Texas Rangers in Arlington, Texas. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW. That works for me. Welcome back. Baseball is back, and I need it. After Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I need some baseball. The Orioles in first place. Second half of the season starting. Someone in chat let me know you can hear me, so I know I'm not talking to nobody. It's been a few days. I've got maybe something you already noticed going on here with the channel here. I need a little bit of feedback, so let me know if you can hear me okay, and if you hear a little bit of a music bed underneath me right now. That would be great. Or just say hi. Please. Anyone? Anyone? All right, Baxter, thank you. My goodness. All right. So, folks, if you just found my channel, I'm happy that you did. I started it up just a few months ago in time for the 2024 season. The mission is to cover every Orioles baseball game, giving you live play-by-play and commentary, and that is exactly what I've done all the way up 96 games into the season. Tonight is game number 97. So, if you are an Orioles fan, maybe you don't have a way to watch the game on TV or follow it on the radio or what have you, you got a chance to do it right here with me, BW, and everybody here in Charm City Chat. Folks, Charm City Chat, the best live sports streaming chat you're going to find on the internet. We got some great folks here, some loyal Oriole fans. I should not attempt to say loyal and Oriole, one right after the other ever again, but we do. We got them here. They're piling in, they're filing in, whatever the hell I'm trying to say. Folks, I've had a few days off. I might be a little bit rusty. And I'm going to go ahead and just refresh this little... let's try some of this ballpark noise. So, folks, I got to wrap up the whole intro with anybody that might be new. Hey, if you're new, just give the channel a chance. I'm right in the middle of upgrading some things. Again, this was a brand new channel that started with very little resources. Still pretty minimal resources compared to your average channel, but the channel still grows despite all of that because we've got some good content going on here, apparently. I call a pretty good game, and again, I think you're going to like it. So if you do, hit the subscribe button. It's at the bottom of your screen. There's no commitment, no obligation, and no salesman will visit your home. It's just a way to help grow the channel and make it a little easier, not only for you to access the channel by subscribing. It'll be there on your list of channels that you prefer. But it also tells YouTube that maybe we should push this channel out to more people out there and let it show up in their recommendations. So think about subscribing. Thank you very much. All right, tonight, folks, the Orioles are back. And we've got our ace on the mound, the man who pitched the first pitch of the All-Star game, Corbin Burnes. That's right. Got a 9-4 record with a 2.43 ERA. Going up against Nathan Eovaldi, who has also been very solid this season with a ERA below 3 and a 6-3 record. We got the lineups coming up here as well. But, folks, can you hear a little bit of that ambient noise going on in the background? Is it distracting too much? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? How do you feel like it sounds? Because trust me, things are about to get a little crazier from here. Things are about to get a little crazier from here. That's right. It's going to be a magical second half of the season, and your boy's got a brand new toy, and he's ready to have a little bit of fun with it. You're damn right. All right. Hey there, Chilo. I was on vacation and missed a few of your play-by-plays. Let's go O's. Well, a lot of those. Well, we're moving on up. Folks, I don't know how you're going to feel about this soundboard. Some of you might think it's absolutely ridiculous, and it might make you not like me anymore. I don't want that to happen. I'm going to try to, I'm going to go easy with this thing. I'm not going to, I did a test, I did some tests during the break, and I tried to, like, call a game that had already happened and just tried to sort of incorporate the soundboard as I'm watching. You already love it. All right. Well, if everybody's loving it, maybe I'll give you a little something else to, I don't know. Let's see. Let me just say this to those that have all been very kind to me while this channel starts to grow.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
You know, I really do. By the way, folks, now that we're starting a new half of the season and I got this little toy in front of me, guess what?
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
That's right. All right, now, your lineups. For your Baltimore Orioles, leading off playing shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Batting second and catching, Adley Rutschman. Anthony Santander will hit third and play right field. Hey, all those guys are in the All-Star game. Ryan O'Hearn will be the cleanup hitter and be the DH. Jordan Westberg will play third base tonight and bat fifth. Colton Cowser will be in left field, batting sixth. Ryan Mountcastle at first base, batting seventh. Cedric Mullins is in center field, batting eighth. And finally, Jorge Mateo will be at second base, batting ninth. For the Rangers, Marcus Semien will play second base and lead off. Corey Seager is at shortstop, batting second. Josh Smith's at third base, batting third. Wyatt Langford is in left field, I believe. He'll be the cleanup hitter. Adolis Garcia in right field, batting fifth. Nathaniel Lowe at first base, hitting sixth. Jonah Heim behind the plate, batting seventh. Travis Jankowski's the DH. He'll bat eighth. And finally, Leody Tavares is in center field, batting ninth. All right. Let's see if we got this game up and running here. Let's get the second half of this season started. I am hungry for some baseball. Competitive baseball. Meaningful baseball. And maybe a star-spangled banner that isn't butchered to holy hell. Did anybody catch the home run derby? Did anybody catch the star-spangled It wasn't too spangled, I'll tell you that. That banner was not too spangly from the young lady who sang that version. My goodness. Oh, I forgot. I got to mute. I got to mute everything now. Everything's got to get muted. This is the one drawback, folks. I don't get to hear a single peep of the game anymore because I cannot figure out how to separate the tracks between my desktop track that'll play audio bleeding from the ball game and this soundboard thing. The soundboard is playing on the same desktop audio track, and I can't figure out a way to separate them. I've tried my darndest to look it up. I know there's a way. I'm just too stupid to figure it out, which means I have to watch every ball game now in complete silence. I can't hear the crack of the bat, and that is my number one concern with trying this thing out. I need to hear the crack of the bat. It helps me determine, is that ball hit pretty far, or is that just going to be a routine fly ball? I mean, I might see a guy swing and go, that ball's hit, and then I'm building up towards something exciting, and it's just a routine fly ball. That would stink. All right, we're going to... Okay, so yeah, I guess we're about to get started here. All right. We've got Davey Johnson, and who's the other guy on the call here? Anybody know the Orioles play-by-play guy that's not Kevin Brown? Is this a guy that does radio normally? I'll figure it out. How you doing, Bill? That's what I want to do right now. I want to reconnect with everybody and say, how are you doing? Let me see if there's any messages in the Charm City chat.
Message for you, son.
That's Bill, how you doing? The man. Base Heck. Good evening. Missed you too, buddy. Ryan is back. Man, it was so bad. The national anthem. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. I've never heard it butchered that way before, and I've heard bad ones. I've heard some pretty bad ones. Much better to just forget the lyrics, in my humble opinion. Hey, Vonnie. How you doing? Matt's here. Good to have you back, buddy. Chilo, I said, hey, how are you? Shantae's back. Jacob, Judy, Baxter, Desmond. Nice. Pocket watch. All right, folks. I hope things pick up where they left off in terms of channel growth, because while we were gone, well, here's a little sneak peek. There's the flatlined channel there over the All-Star break. Hopefully the pulse and the heartbeat will start to pick up again tonight. Coming in tonight with 1,567 on the road to 1,600 here. We'll get there by the end of this series, I hope. 3-game series in Texas. I'm wondering if some of these Oriole players that were involved in the All-Star game, if they just came to town for the game and decided to just stick around. I mean, does it really make sense to fly out there and then go back for 2 days and then fly right back to where you just were? I would probably just fly my family out, hang out with them there, and then have them fly back home while you stay and play the series. Now, if some of these Oriole players did it that way, then that's a nice little benefit. It's like, yeah, we did have to let some of these guys participate in the All-Star break, but, I mean, if they're already going to be in town anyway, and then they don't have to do any extra traveling, that's not too shabby. Right. Did I go over everything else? Let's see. As far as injuries go, I do believe the Rangers are going to be Josh Young, their third baseman, who's been out for almost the entire season. He's due to come off the 60-day DL in a couple of days. I don't know if he'll be ready at that point, but that's when his 60-day time frame is up. And my bugle was perfect. Well, I'm sorry. I gotta maintain my my vocal cords. I'm gonna have to let I'm gonna need a little bit of assistance on that. You hear what I'm saying? So, get used to it, folks. All right, baseball's about to start. And I guess I can go ahead and get rid of that ambient crowd noise now. I'd love to have just a bed of crowd noise to sort of give you that same audio experience you would get when you're listening to a game over the radio. You know, you never only hear just a microphone. You hear a little bit of the crowd. But I'm working on it, folks. Gunnar Henderson is looking rather ready to hit. Of course, Gunnar was in that home run derby. Did not perform all that well, but again, it's just a silly little competition. I don't read too much into it. Anthony Santander, Jordan Westberg were there, providing a little bit of fun and support to make it all just nice and a chill vibe. Adley Rutschman, folks. I don't know what's going on with Adley. He showed up looking like Jerry Seinfeld from the Pirate Shirt episode. Fair play to Adley. Maybe he wasn't alive yet when that episode came out, but surely he's aware. Santander was looking on fleek. Gunnar was looking good. That whole cowboy hat thing, I think I've had my fill. And here we are back in Texas. See, we're right back where all this stuff happened with the All-Star game just a couple of days ago. Where are all the cowboy hats? Where did they all go? All right, Nathan Eovaldi is making his 17th start of the season. Again, a 6-3 record, a sub-3 ERA. Opponents hitting just .211 off of him. 92 strikeouts in 94 innings, so about 1 per inning. About K per 9, right about 9. He's a pretty good pitcher, folks. And again, if the Orioles can come away from this series taking 2 out of 3, this Rangers team is sort of on the brink of figuring out, are they capable of contending or are they not? Now, if they were playing in any other division other than the AL West, the answer would be they're not contending because they do not have a very good record at all. They're 4 games under 500. There is a chance, I guess. Seattle's not too far ahead, but it's probably going to be up to the next 10 days to see what the Rangers decide to do. And I'm personally hoping that they start to tank, and I hope we help them do it by taking 2, if not 3 games this weekend, because that could put a guy like Eovaldi or Max Scherzer into the trade market, and the more pitching options there are on the market, the better it is for those looking to buy. All right, Gunnar Henderson is at the plate.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
All right, I think we can go without all that anymore. First pitch to Henderson is ball 1. Here we go. Gunnar batting .286. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Eovaldi with a split finger right there at the bottom of the zone. This is one gigantic looking ballpark. 1-1 pitch is hit into left center field over the shortstop's glove for a bloop. A bloop single. Gunnar Henderson reaches as the leadoff man. Turn on the faucets. Let's go. 1 on, nobody out. Adley Rutschman up next. And it looks like the interface here, or the info screen's a couple of pitches ahead of me already. That's not good. Maybe we should hang out here for a bit. All right. First pitch to Rutschman is outside with the fastball. Adley hitting .275. 16 homers, 59 RBI. He really did end the first half of the season in a bit of a funk. His average was up there in the mid-290s. It's dropped about 20 points in those last couple of weeks. There's a called strike, 1-1 to Rutschman. Henderson at first base. Nobody out. And this stuff's already flopping around like it always does. Here comes the 1-1 from Eovaldi. And this one is lifted into the air off to the left side, foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Orioles are wearing their black road top jerseys with the gray pants. Rangers in their traditional. No, it doesn't. It's not traditional. What are they wearing? They got black pants on. Yeah, they've got the. I'm not sure what version of their uniform this is. If it's a City Connect, I guess so. It's a Friday night game. Here's the pitch. And this one's popped up. The catcher and third baseman hauling over toward the dugout area. Josh Smith, the third baseman, goes into a slide. The ball does drop in the field of play right next to the dugout railing, but Smith unable to collect this one. It would have taken a miracle to make that play. So 1-2 the count on Adley. Gunnar at first. He could be taken off on any pitch. And that one's hit well to right. And going back, that ball is it gone? Did that ball leave the yard? Bye, birdie! Adley Rutschman. That's how you snap a bad funk. You get a break. And the first AB of the new part of the year, it's home run number 17. A 2-run shot. And the Orioles have taken a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first in Arlington. Come on, folks. Let's go.
Ho, 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 it's magic, you know. It's magic.
All right, Anthony Santander at the plate.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
All right, 2-0 Orioles. Get those taters up, folks. First pitch was a strike, and the second pitch is a called strike. 0-2 the count on Tony Taters.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
237, 24 homers, 58 driven in. Pitch up and in, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2-0 Baltimore here in the top of the first. Adley Rutschman home run. Tony's got a 5-game hitting streak. And that one's hit in the right, but it's a soft liner caught in just a few steps in the outfield grass by the second baseman, Simeon, for out number 1, the first out of the inning on a soft liner. All right. Ryan O'Hearn is up now.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
O'Hearn hitting .274, 11 homers, 37 driven in. First pitch to him is a breaking ball, clips the inside edge for a called strike. Santander, by the way, didn't get a chance to mention, he scored the game-winning run in the All-Star game. Had himself a base hit. This pitch is low, 1-1 on Ryan O'Hearn. Yanks already up 4. I don't even know who the Yankees are playing. Who are they playing? 1-1 pitch is hitting the left center field, and that one's going to go and split the outfielders. O'Hearn turns and heads for second base. A one-out stand-up double for Ryan O'Hearn. Turn on the sprinklers. Ryan O'Hearn, 105 miles an hour off the bat. Let's go. This rally ain't over. You guys splashing it up? Splash it up, everybody. All right, folks. Jordan Westberg at the plate.
West is that way.
First pitch, he grounds to third base. Smith with a low throw, but he gets Westberg for out number 2. Moving up to second base is Ryan O'Hearn. 2 down. Would this screen stop jumping around by itself? It's so annoying. It makes you look at ads. It's so messed up. Here comes Ryan Mountcastle.
Okay, mount up.
Oh, wait, excuse me. Colton Cowser's at the plate. I take it back. Colton Cowser at the plate. 219, 12 homers, 34 driven in. And the first pitch to him is a called strike at the top of the zone. Oh, all MLB games tonight are free to watch. Well, shoot. Maybe I should be going there. The 0-1 pitch to Cowser. That one's lifted into right field and deep. Going back, looking up, and that ball is gone! Bye, birdie! Colton Cowser hits number 13 on the season, a baker's dozen, and this is a no-doubt shot. 420 feet to straightaway right field. The second 2-run homer of the inning. And the Orioles have now taken a 4-0 lead on Evaldi.
Bye, birdie.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
It's magic.
I mean, Cowser with a compact swing just turned on this pitch. Sailing out into the right field bleachers. Would this thing just stay there? I guess, you see, all that would have been spoiled. All of that would have been spoiled if I had that part of the screen up. But this won't just stay put. Okay, Mountcastle's at the plate, and the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Now I can say this.
Okay, mount up.
Mount hitting .271, a dozen homers, 43 driven in. 1-0 pitch, called a strike, though it looked a little bit low. Middle of the plate, but a little bit low. 1-1 the count. 4 runs in the top of the first. This pitch is low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Do I have? I don't know if I have any Super Mario related sounds in here. Maybe the cha-ching. That's just a cash register. 2-1 pitch is tapped over toward third base. Smith on the run with the throw in time, but the Orioles put up a 4 spot. Their first inning of offense after the All-Star break. Folks, do you mean to tell me that All-Star break wasn't needed, that a little bit of time off and a chance to sort of reset? It's not just a bunch of fluff, okay? It matters. It clearly showed itself in that first inning. We go to the bottom of the first. Orioles 4. Rangers coming up to hit. Lovely. How you doing, Baltimore? That's right.
You're from Baltimore, huh?
That's right, I am. By the way, folks, if you want to know what my favorite sound effect I put on this board, it's one that reminds me of the times I used to go out to the bars and try and, meet a nice lady, get to know them. It usually goes something like this.
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Baltimore. What's that? Where are you from? Rob, I know. I'll wait on that one. I'm doing my best. What else can I play that's a little Scarface action? I'll play it one more time. We're having fun.
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
I love the end of it where it's like, hoo, ha, with that awful early 80s post-disco music. All right, here we go, folks. Bottom of the first. Corey, no, that's not, it's, who's coming up? That's not, it's Marcus Semien at the plate. He takes low for ball 1. And again, I'm going to have to just hang out here for tonight anyway. Maybe I can try to find another stream that isn't, what is this covering up? All right, here we go. The 1-0, excuse me, is a line drive snared by Gunnar Henderson. A liner to shortstop to Gunner's right. And he catches that one down here in the bottom of the first. That's right. I got to get used to where these things are. Oh, this is for a nice play.
You did not just do that. That was crazy.
All right, Corey Seager at the plate. First pitch to him is low for ball 1. Of course, last time we faced the Rangers, Seager took a pitch on the hands, missed a little bit of time. He's back in there. This pitch is fouled straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike. 270 average, 18 homers, 48 driven in for Seager. 2-time World Series MVP, among other accolades, for this very talented shortstop in the prime of his career. He takes a called strike, and the count is 1-2. Hey there, Cantankers. This is our time. Our time down here. This one's hit right back up the middle, but Gunnar had it fielded perfectly, positioned, and he will throw out Corey Seager for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down for Corbin Burns. Your Orioles outfield, left to right, Cowser, Mullins, and Santander. Westy at third, Gunnar at short, Mateo at second, Mounty at first, and Rutschman behind the plate. Hey, Fitzy. Good to see your name. Fitzy, are you not doing a Red Sox game tonight? Because you would be the perfect place to send people after the ball game. Here's a called strike to Josh Smith. Smith having a great season, particularly in the average department, 293, 10 homers, 40 driven in. And the 0-1 is just off the outside edge, 1 ball and 1 strike. In the month of July, Smith's average even better at 314. That's right, Chilo. That's why I'm trying to gauge from Fitzy. Is he calling the game? This one's hit high in the air down the right field line, but it's hooking well foul into the stands. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, Calvin, we'll see. There could be a big name that could be involved in a trade, and that's something we're probably going to talk about when we've got a little bit of downtime. This pitch is off the plate. 2-2 on Smith now. 2 down, nobody on in the bottom of the first. Burns has been staked to a 4-0 lead before he threw his first pitch. This one's in the dirt, and the count has gone full. Sloth love chunk. All right, the payoff pitch is right in there. Called strike 3.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Down goes Josh Smith, and the Rangers are retired. 1-2-3 here in the first. We go to the second. 4-0 Baltimore. All right. And maybe during innings I can just sort of play a little bit of that music bed. It only lasts 2 minutes. The Mayo walk-up audio. What, from me? Trust me, it'll be just as corny as you can imagine it to be. His name is Mayo. My options are limited. I mean, I might as well not even keep it a surprise. Bring out the Hellmans and bring out the best. Give me that jingle, and that'll be right into the machine. All right. How about that first inning? Couple of homers. 4 hits in total. Everything hit pretty hard except the gunner hit. That one was a bloop. Meanwhile, Burns 3 up, 3 down with a strikeout. So, guys, so far, what do you think with the soundboard? Can you see the benefits? I'd really like to hear, and folks, you're not going to hurt my feelings. If some of you are going, look, you're taking this lovely game of baseball and you're turning it into a radio morning zoo, and that's not really what I'm here for. I'd like the classic radio call and not a bunch of doinks and slide whistles. Cool so far and fun. Love it. Okay. When does everyone think we'll see Mayo? Shante, this is my guess. The earliest you'll see Mayo is as soon as we're done with the trade deadline. It doesn't have to necessarily be the trade deadline day. We might be done dealing before then. But as soon as we're done dealing, it's going to shake up the roster, and it might open up a spot for Mayo right then and there. Cedric Mullins is at the plate, folks, and the first pitch to him is a strike, and the follow-up pitch is ball 1.
Well said, now you know what to do.
Said hitting .214, 9 homers, 31 driven in. And this one's hit on the right side. First baseman Lowe has it. We'll flip to the pitcher covering for the first out here in the top of the second. Yeah, Mike Elias has already been on record as saying that you will see Kobe Mayo in the second half. And when he says that, man, it's hard to read, because right now what Mike Elias should be doing, and I trust in his... Yeah, Mayo's back, and he's hitting bombs, Sean. Mayo is fully back and hitting bombs down in Norfolk. Jorge Mateo at the plate. And the first pitch to him is low and away for ball 1. Mateo hitting .234, 5 homers, 18 driven in. I'm sure many have heard about the rumors of a potential Cy Young Award candidate, Tarek Skubal, who actually pitched the second inning of the All-Star game. A lot of people felt Skubal was deserving of the start. 1-1 the count on Mateo now. And this pitch is hit into the air right field. Moving over to his left is Garcia, and he'll make the catch. 2 down. All right, the Orioles have been through their lineup already once. We're in the second inning, back to the top of the order for you-know-who.
His name's Gunner, and he's dating my mom.
A City Connect reversible floppy hat for the first 20,000 fans 21 and over when the Padres come to town on July 26th, and I want that hat. Somebody, Look, a floppy hat, I'm telling you right now, that could get sent to me in the mail for a few bucks. Would somebody please go to that game? I will wear that floppy hat. By the way, we have an Orioles fan with a firefighter's helmet that's been customized. And it looks like his grandson sitting next to him, looking like Chet Hanks. All right, 0-1 the count on Gunnar here. And the next pitch is fouled back. I keep forgetting, folks. Subscreen when Gunnar's up. Bugle when Gunnar's up. The 0-2 is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. 4-0 Orioles, top of the second. Evaldi looking for a clean inning after giving up a pair of 2-run homers in the first. Next pitch is a breaking ball, and Gunnar flares another one. A second bloop hit from Henderson. Just reaching the bat head out over the outside part of the plate and serving it into center for a 2-out single. Turn the faucet on again. Gunnar's 2 for 2. Let's get that average up. .290 now. He's back into the 290s after that hit. Here's Adley. He's already got a 2-run homer tonight. First pitch to him is a called strike at the bottom of the zone. Yeah, why not take off Adley? I mean, the one thing I'll say is Jonah Heim is one of the better defensive catchers and one of the better catchers at throwing runners out. Here's a check on Gunnar, back in with a slide. So the idea is in both teams' heads. Oh, and 1 on Rutschman. And the pitch is hit softly on the ground to second. Simeon's got an easy play to end the inning. The Orioles get a runner on with a Henderson single, but that's it. We go to the bottom of the second. Orioles 4, Rangers nothing. All right. I guess there's plenty of out-of-town scores to go over. And maybe since there hasn't been any baseball on in 4 days, then all the scores I'm looking at here are accurate. And for today, the Phillies, a 7-4 lead over their interstate rivals, Pirates, 7-4 in the top of the 6th. The Reds are playing the Nationals, and the Nats are up 7-1 on Cincinnati. The Yankees with a 5-0 lead on the Rays. That's not looking too good for us. Tigers, 3-0 lead on the Blue Jays. Detroit's another team you want to see lose because they've got some players there that you want to see sold. No score between the Padres and Guardians. Bottom of the 5th. Heading to the bottom of the 5th, the Marlins have doubled up the Mets 4-2 so far. There's a delay between the Cardinals and Braves. Looks like that game has yet to start at all. Royals with a 1-0 lead over the White Sox. That's in the bottom of the 2nd. Everything else coming up later. San Francisco and Colorado. Interleague matchup between the Angels. No, it's not interleague. Interdivision matchup. Angels and A's. Everything's divisional. Houston and Seattle. So the 4 teams out west all playing head-to-head in the American League. You also have Boston playing Los Angeles later tonight. And what a heck of a game that's going to be. I can tell you right now, once this game's over, there should be about an hour left in that Red Sox Dodgers game. I'll be checking that out. All right, we're moving on to the bottom of the 2nd. It's going to be Wyatt Langford to lead things off here for the Rangers. 5 hits for the Orioles already through the first 2 innings, as the Rangers are still looking for their first base runner. All right, Langford with a .254 average is ready for the first pitch, and here it is. Called a strike right down the chute. Langford at 254 with 5 homers and 40 driven in, and OPS just a little over 700. This was one of the top picks to be a Rookie of the Year candidate at the start of the season. The numbers aren't terrible, but they aren't exactly jumping off the page either. This pitch is off the plate, 1-1 the count. Langford has been in an absolute rut. 0 for his last 20 with 7 strikeouts. 1-1 is swung on and missed. Corbin Burns looks pretty locked in so far. Hey there, Evan. How you doing? Hey there, Carson. Pitch is in the dirt. Count even up at 2-2 to the leadoff man here in the bottom of the second. Against the Orioles, Langford has had success. A .400 average, 6 for 15. That includes a double, a triple, and a home run. This pitch is low and in, and after getting ahead of Langford, Burns has worked the count full now to the leadoff hitter. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Burns goes with the high cutter, and down goes Langford.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
That's right.
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
All right, 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Adolis Garcia up next. Garcia, another participant in the home run derby. He's hitting only .211 on the season, but he's still hitting the homers. I believe he has 17 on the season. A check swing on what appeared to be a slider, breaking low and away to the right-handed batter. No swing, 1 ball and no strikes. He has 17 homers for Garcia with 45 driven in. Another pitch low and away, and Burns has fallen behind 2-0. In his last 10 games, Garcia's hitting just .132. This one's hit hard but foul off to the left on the ground. And the count 2-1. Folks not having any success using the free games on MLB TV. 2-1 pitch is high, 3-1. Friday through Monday are free. Well, what the hell am I doing here? The 3-1. There's a called strike. And the count goes full on Garcia. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the second. We have some conflicting reports. Carson says Burns isn't comfortable on the mound. And Chili says he's going to pitch a perfect game. Well, we're a little closer to perfect as we've got a ground ball for out number 2. Jorge Mateo handling a Garcia grounder. 2 down in the inning. 5 up, 5 down so far for Burnsy. Looking good. Nathaniel Lowe at the plate now. Rangers first baseman takes a swing and a miss, a wave of the bat on a breaking ball low. In his last 5 games, boy, these all seem like cherry-picked stats. And Lowe's last 5, he's 1 for his last 17. So this entire lineup, it seems, is really struggling right now. And yet they're only a couple of games out of the division. The 0-1 pitch is inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. God, with this, enough with the T-shirts. I don't want it, okay? Just stay right there. Stay there. Stay. If I had some duct tape, I would just tape the website shut. This one's hit in the air to center field and deep. Going back on it and leaping. This ball is gone. Nathaniel Lowe with a solo shot to center field. Just a few feet to the right of straightaway center. And the Rangers have responded with a run of their own. It's now 4-1. A 2-out solo shot. That was not good. But this is typical Corbin Burns. Show me a start where he hasn't given up a solo home run, and I'll show you the 90% of all the other games where he does and still finds a way to win. Okay, here is Jonah Heim. He looks at a pitch just a bit outside. Again, this thing just won't. By the way, that low homer, 453 feet. Jonah Heim hitting .241, 8 homers, 36 driven in. The 1-0 pitch to him is right in there, 1-1 the count. Against the Orioles in 15 games lifetime, Heim hitting just .160. This one's hit right back up the middle, but again, gunner position right behind the second base bag is able to make that baseball hit up the middle look easy. And the inning is over, but the Rangers do get a run on their first hit, their first anything positive. A solo shot from Nathaniel Lowe to center field, 453 feet. The Rangers are on the board. We head on now to the third inning. It's Baltimore 4, Texas 1. It'll be the middle of the Baltimore Oriole, the heart, if you will. Santander, O'Hearn, and Westberg due up next. All right, you guys want a little something else here? I got a few just Baltimore-specific things. Like...
this being Baltimore and all.
Yeah, I figure when something that just seems very Baltimore-y goes on, you just go...
This being Baltimore and all.
What are you going to do? This being Baltimore. Or let's say the other team does something that we're not going to tolerate.
Not in Baltimore, it isn't.
That's right. Not here. Maybe sometimes we need a miracle.
Call it the Baltimore Miracle or some shit.
All right, so that one's got a little bit of a swear word in it, but it's just the S word. The last time I seen a blackout was when I accidentally turned on Oprah's channel. I'm not sure if that's... I hope that isn't like what that comes across sounding like a racist joke, Calvin. I hope it's not. Are you just saying her feed was down? I don't know. Let's see. For the rest of the season, the Orioles have been determined to have the 12th most difficult schedule. They still have 7 division games left against Boston, a half dozen against Toronto and Tampa, and, of course, a 3-game set left in the Bronx with the Yankees. Get this. The Red Sox have the strongest strength of schedule of all teams, according to however they calculate it. All right, here we go. Anthony Santander is at the plate, folks, to begin the top of the third. And this one is lined in the right field, a base hit on an 0-1 pitch. Santander has his first hit of the night.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
Another leadoff man on for Baltimore. Turn on the sprinklers. That'll bring up Ryan O'Hearn now.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
O'Hearn has already doubled and scored back in the first. Here's a wild breaking ball that started half a foot outside and broke over the middle of the plate. Yankees and Phillies are up pretty big. This is a pitch just off the outside edge. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 0-1 to Ryan the 1-1 pitch to O'Hearn is hit into left field. That ball could be trouble. And what a nice catch out there by Wyatt Langford in left. He had to run a long way away from the field, the infield, I should say, on an angle toward the warning track in left center and made a catch above his head for the first out here in the top of the third. O'Hearn made some nice contact there, but nothing to show for it. One away, here's Jordan Westberg.
West is that way.
First pitch to him, hit on the ground. First baseman low, goes to second for one. Back to first, they cannot complete the 3-6-3 or perhaps 3-6-1 double play as Westberg able to hustle down the line. It'll be a fielder's choice with 2 down. Westberg now replacing, who's over there? Ryan O'Hearn at first base. Or who was over there? Anthony Santander at first base. I apologize. Sometimes I make errors as well. That's how it goes. All right, Westberg at first with 2 down, and guess who's up, folks? Get those cows up in the chat. Cowser's already hit a 2-run jack tonight. First pitch to him is low and in. Man, wouldn't it be great for Cowser to go on one of those 2-week runs like he did back in mid-April, starting in that series at Fenway? Earned him a Player of the Week honor. Put his name on the map. This pitch is low and away. 2-0 the count. A favorable count for Colton Cowser. Two down, runner at first, and the 2-0 is hit on the ground, and Seager's got it on the second base side of the bag, and he will throw out Cowser at first to end the inning. The Orioles get a runner on, their 6th hit already through 3 innings, but nobody scores. We go to the bottom of the third. Orioles 4, Rangers 1. That's right. Might be time for a lucky. Oh, I got to find a sound effect that is appropriate for a lucky strike break. Oh, I feel so much better. By the way, I don't know if you've noticed, but your boy went out to the barber yesterday, got a fresh cut. I'm looking dapper. I got my orange shirt on. Chilling out with some music now. Royalty free, of course. Charm City Chat is back. I'm smoking some doobage. All is well. It's been an otherwise very uneventful week, hasn't it, folks? It looks like I've had my ears lowered. Oh, you're talking about the hair. Actually, that's funny because I didn't cut the hair. I only got the beard addressed. Everything from the ear up was left untouched. Sounds nothing like that, Calvin. Come on. It's a nice, chill little vibe piece of free music. We chilling. Little doobage. All right, bottom of the third coming up. Leody Taveras is at the plate. First pitch from Burns is popped up. Center field. Mullins in a couple of steps. Can of corn. 1 away here in the bottom of the third. Burns is cruising. Again, it's almost mandatory that Burns gives up a solo home run. But if you can just put that aside, Everything else looking good so far. Here's Leody Taveras, first time up tonight, hitting .228 in the 9 spot for the Rangers. Switch hitting center fielder takes off the plate outside for ball 1. Taveras' numbers are down from last season, as are many for the Rangers, which would explain why they went from World Series champs to a team that's still trying to fight their way to 500. This pitch is low, 2 balls and no strikes. Taveras very speedy. There's a called strike, well located, a cutter that clips the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. This one swung on and missed, 2-2. Burns looking very methodical out there. He looks pretty poised. I wonder if he feels the possibility of a fellow Cy Young Award candidate possibly becoming a teammate at some point. This one is grounded to third. Westberg charges, gets off a quick throw in time. Jordan Westberg with another nice play. That's how you do it, my friend.
You did not just do that. That was crazy.
Well done. Hey, by the way, folks, just as a friendly reminder, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, you should think about doing so. 2 down, Marcus Semien at the plate, and he swings and misses. So think about hitting that subscribe button below.
I offer you the opportunity to join me in glorious battle.
Oh, 1 pitch is fouled off to the left, and the count 0-2 on Semien. Base is empty, 2 down, 4-1 Baltimore, bottom of the 3rd. 0-2 pitch is lined, base hit left field. Burns left that 0-2 pitch out too much in the middle of the plate, and this is going to get turned into a double for Marcus Semien. A 2-out, 2-bagger from the all-star Semien. And that'll bring up the dangerous Corey Seager to the plate. All right, first pitch to Seager is on the outside corner at the bottom of the zone. A perfect pitch from Burns to get ahead 0-1. Seager is great in these situations with 2 outs and runners in scoring position, hitting .345. That's what you would call clutch. The 0-1 is a breaking ball that gets away from Adley, and that's going to allow the runner to go to third. Not what you want to see, but also considering the situation with 2 down and the likelihood that a base hit would score this runner from second base anyway. The only way it's really going to hurt is if somehow Seager got some kind of an infield hit. 1-1 the count. Runner at third, 2 down. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Looked like another cutter there on the outside edge. 1-2 the count. I don't want anything spoiled over here. But why does that stay put? And why does this have to move around all the time? I don't know. Here comes the 1-2. High, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Orioles are shifted around for Seager to pull. Gunnar again playing right next to the second base bag. This one's low, and the count has gone full now on Corey Seager. Josh Smith is on deck. Payoff pitch to Corey Seager. Here it is. That one's well off the plate outside. Ball 4. And the Rangers now have quickly put themselves in a position where they've got the tying run at the plate in the form of Josh Smith. Simeon with a hit, a double, and now Seager, after Simeon went to third base on a wild pitch, he will take over at first base. First and third, 2 down. Here's Smith. And the first pitch is a check swing in the dirt. Appeal. No indication from the camera team on what that appeal resulted in, but apparently no swing. 1 ball and no strikes. Burns needs to find a way to put Smith out here. A check on the runner at first. Back in with a slide is Corey Seager. 2 down, bottom of the third. 4-1 Orioles, but the Rangers have first and third. Josh Smith at the plate. The 1-0 is a called strike on the outside corner. 1-1 the count. Come on, Corbin. Let's find that put-away pitch now. I mean, you're only on 1 strike, but just find a pitch to put him away. Doesn't have to be a strikeout. How about a weak pop-up? Oh, what happened here? An ad popped up right in the middle of this? 2-1 the count. After, I suppose, I don't know what happened. Whatever. 2-1 the count. I apologize. This one is low. 3 balls and 1 strike. The only thing you don't do is drop the score. At 3 a.m., I'm not always paying attention. I know that why, but isn't always on the screen. Drop the score. I try to do it 2 or 3 times an inning, which I feel like is pretty standard for like a radio broadcast. I mean, I know we live in a modern age where you want that instant information, but I also try to bring something a little bit old school to the whole thing as well. We got a full count now, but I hear you, Book Doc. I'll try to find a better balance. Okay, here's the payoff pitch, swung on and line foul down the right field side, and Burns is suddenly now up to 51 pitches here in the third. It would be nice to be able to keep that 4-1 banner there while scrolling down and showing you the lineups. And there's a strike 3. After a long at bat, Smith goes down on strikes.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
And this inning is over. We head on now to the top of the 4th. It's the Orioles 4, the Rangers 1. So give it a chance, Book Doc. I'm working on it. I promise you, I'm not blowing smoke up your butt. I have been consciously aware about, because there have been times where I say to myself, well, as I'm speaking to you guys, in my other part of my brain, I go, wait, hey, man, have you said what the score is lately? And then I'll figure out a way to shoehorn that in. But I hear you, buddy. I hear you. That's true, too. Yeah. Once the new computer comes in, there's going to be a whole new different type of streaming software that's going to make it easier to have like running graphics and not just this static screen that keeps bouncing around like a flea on a hot brick. So just hang in there, folks. By the way, I also went out yesterday after I got my nice trimmed beard. I went shopping. I went hardcore, face-to-face, walking into shops, furniture stores, what have you, looking for a chair. And I still came up with zilch. I had my eyes on one that cost like, about 25% more than I was really happy with, but I was so tired of hitting and missing on a chair that I was like, all right, well, what are the details? And they told me, well, we don't have it in stock. It's going to take a week to get it delivered here. And I'm like, all right, well, you know what? Forget it. Let's keep looking around. Ryan Mountcastle's at the plate, folks. We are starting off the top of the fourth. 4-1 Baltimore. Come on, Mountie.
Okay, mount up.
This pitch is fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Eovaldi threw 3 innings, 6 hits and 4 runs. This one is swung on a miss. Not a good swing there by Mountcastle. 1-2 now on him. And see how it's already, the next pitch is already up here. That's why I want to kind of hang down here. But I'll do better. I'll do better. Again, I'm talking about it a lot because, again, I already was thinking about that. The 1-2 pitch, Mountcastle fouls it off to the right and out of play. You watched the Major League movies yesterday. You mean like all of them, Calvin? Please don't tell me you watched Back to the Minors. That is weak sauce. Here is a foul ball at the plate. 1-2 the count on Mountcastle, leading off here in the top of the fourth. Okay, the first 2. Okay, as long as you didn't sink deep into the pit of despair that is Major League 3 Back to the Minors, then I think you're going to be all right. This pitch is off the plate, low and away for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Is it me or is Mountcastle not that guy anymore? What do you mean? Like as far as his production or just overall contribution to the team? I'll tell you what. There have been some concerns about him lately. He hits a ground ball here to third. Smith has it over to first in time, and Mountie is retired. I mean, I'll tell you this, folks. Mountcastle he looks like a different person to me defensively than he did for the first 2.5 months of the season. I don't know what happened. And then at the plate, he'll get a hit here and there, but not as consistent as he used to be since those last few weeks. I don't know what's going on with Mountie. Cedric Mullins is at the plate.
Well said, now you know what to do.
Well said, now you know what to do. Get on base, that's what you do. 1 out. First pitch is fouled away. And the 0-1, that's a swing and a miss. Eovaldi quickly ahead of Mullins, 0-2. Of course, Mullins was the last person at the plate before the All-Star break. We all remember what Ced did, hitting a ball to the opposite field over some guy named Verdugo. Here's a check swing, and it's in the field of play. An excuse me ground ball to shortstop. Seager fields it, and Mullins is retired, 2 down. So Eovaldi has settled in to his credit after giving up a pair of 2-run homers in the first. With Corbin Burns on the mound, you hope that's going to be enough. But you also hope the Orioles can show they can score more than just the first inning. Here's Jorge Mateo. He looks at a called strike. And the 0-1 is just on the outside edge. That's strike 2. Went down for a double, the man. Went down for a double. This ball is hit to third on one big bounce. Smith has been busy so far tonight, and he throws out the speedy Mateo. The Orioles are retired quickly and quietly here in the fourth. We go to the bottom half. Orioles 4, Rangers 1. Due up for Texas, the middle of the order, Langford, Garcia, and Lowe. Trade for Ricky Vaughn. Let's get some more music going. I need to go get a lucky here. All right, folks. So far, at least from my perspective, the soundboard thing is working out pretty decently. The one thing I have to say, spending the last 3 days or so, like just combing through hours and hours and hours and hours of sounds, listening to 25 different versions of a faucet being turned, looking for that perfect one that's got that squeak. I mean, I think it's sort of driven me a little bit mad. And then I sat there in the last 24 hours doing some test streams, and I'm sitting there, I'm trying to call a game and do like my intro and stuff while incorporating the soundboard simultaneously, and I feel like I'm turning into some kind of cyborg over here. It's just a whole lot of... Yeah, now here we go. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Wyatt Langford at the plate. And Burns' first pitch is inside for ball one. All right, hi, Priest. You have a good one. Smack that like on the way out and come on back. The 1-0 to Langford is hit in the air down the left field side. Foul ground and out of play. Yeah, somebody was saying earlier that they weren't fond of this ballpark. I'm not too fond of it either. It's too busy. I don't like this like underground sort of box seat area along the front row. It's like they're sneaking in two front rows. It's weird. The 1-1 to Langford. That one's fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So like right now, you're looking directly behind the plate, and instead of seeing your typical backstop, there's people sitting at tables, sipping lattes, like reading the paper. It's just weird. This one's hit off the end of the bat, a cue shot. It's foul. Langford took off to go down first in case that ball found its way back into fair territory, but it's just going to be a foul ball. 1-2 the count on Wyatt Langford. I'm sure there's some sort of barrier there. Can you imagine? Just a wide open, no net, no glass, directly behind home plate. You're sitting there with your surf and turf you paid $200 for, and then a 100-mile-an-hour baseball comes flying in. Here's the 1-2 pitch, a check swing, and Adley went for the quick swipe and tag, hoping to convince the umpire it was a fair ball, but his little trickery there did not pan out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Langford still up there. The pitch. That's a called strike 3. Sit down.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Wyatt Langford retired as Burns racks up another strikeout. 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Adolis Garcia at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Pitch is a swing and a miss. He was fooled on that cutter way behind it. 0-1 on Garcia. Hey, Froggy, how you doing? This one is swung and fouled at the plate. Garcia quickly in an 0-2 hole. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 4th. The Orioles ahead 4-1. "60 pitches for Burns as Garcia asks for time, adjusts a few things. Miss Janet, how you doing, hun? The 0-2 pitch to Garcia. That's high. A ball and 2 strikes. Have you guys already been here, or am I hallucinating? Froggy, Janet, are you guys just saying hello, or have you been here the whole time? I'm all over the place. The 1-2 pitch to Garcia is swung on and missed. Another one. Sit down. Langford strikes out. Garcia strikes out. 2 down in the inning.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Corbin Burns racking up, what are we up to? 5 Ks already here in the 4th. This one, first pitch swinging by Lowe. That one's hit deep. Left center, Mullins waving off people who aren't near him to make a catch right on the track. Lowe bidding for a second homer today. Instead, it's a deep fly ball to left center. Mullins with it, and the inning is over. We head on to the 5th inning now, folks. It's the Orioles 4, the Rangers 1. Let's go. By the way, I'm going to play you just a moment of a piece of a sound effect that I was hoping to use, but even though I just did an unlisted test stream, I got a email saying that I would be demonetized if I use this song. Now, the thing is, while I was fooling around, I allowed the song to play a little longer than I would normally, and I think it's the length. I think you can get away with a few seconds. Folks, I'm talking about the hype music. Oh, wait, that's not it. Talking about the hype music. I'm talking about when we're ready to come back and take this ball game down. Come on, let's hear it, Baltimore. That's why I want to play that right there. But I'm only going to play like that much. Even though I got the whole damn track. Hype it up. Hype it up. What else we got on here? Anything else to... Oh, nobody's been walked yet. Haven't had a double play yet. Oh, Burns did set down the... This is one I got to remember to do. When the Orioles set down the other team. Burns sets down the Rangers 1-2-3. All right. And now we'll head on to the top of the 5th. Oh, boy. All right, here we go. Is that Gunnar at the plate again? It sure is. First pitch to him is a breaking ball on the outside for ball 1.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
We're going to head back on over to the sub-screen for Gunnar. Hey, look at that. That one's hit on the ground and through the hole. My goodness. It's like threading a needle. This ground ball by Gunnar Henderson between second and short. I'm telling you right now, folks, threading a needle between these two guys. His 3rd hit of the night. Turn on the faucets. We got to get another rally going here. We're going to stay on the sub screen. A screen that doesn't bounce around or give away anything. Rutschman at the plate. He's got a 2-run bomb already tonight. Oh, come on with these ad pop-ups, man. You got to be kidding me. First pitch to Rutschman. Ball 1. Adley grounded out in his last plate appearance with a 3-run lead. Perfect time for Gunnar to think about taking off. As Adley hits one off the end of the bat, this could drop down into left field, and it is that a catch? What a catch made by Josh Smith. He could double up Gunnar, but the throw's a little bit offline. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Smith with an absolutely ridiculous play. Running full tilt with his back to the home plate. I mean, everything was over his head the whole time, and goes into a sliding catch and has the presence of mind to pop up and try and double off Henderson, who had to think that that ball was dropping in. I sure did. I mean, credit where it's due.
You did not just do that. That was crazy.
All right, Anthony Santander at the plate.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
First pitch is a strike. Runner at first, 1 down. Tony's 1 for 2. That pitch is high. 1-1 the count. The Rangers commentators are saying all these base hits are really cutting Gunner's velo down. Cutting it down? Like what? Like he's never going to be able to hit a ball 100 miles an hour again? What are they talking about? Like, what's their point? I don't get it. Check on Gunnar at first. He's back in standing. 1-1 the count on Santander. 4-1 Orioles here in the top of the 5th. All 4 runs came in the first. But with 1 out, the Orioles looking to add on. Santander's next pitch is a called strike, 1-2. See, I had a feeling this might be an issue. Robert feels like there's too many sound effects. I mean, all I'll say is I might play a couple of extra ones more than usual just for the fun of it. This one's hit to right field and deep. Folks, forget about it. That ball is gone. Bye, birdie. Anthony Santander with a towering blast. He's up to 25 on the season. 409 feet to straightaway right field. It's the 3rd 2-run homer of the night. And the Orioles have taken a 6-1 lead on Evaldi.
Bye, birdie.
What a shot by Santander. That ball just jumped off the bat like a trampoline. High fives in the dugout. Get you some. Fantastic. All right, Ryan O'Hearn takes a called strike. I looked a little bit inside. How you doing there, Ryan?
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
That's right. The Orioles decided to play home run derby tonight in a game that meant something. Next pitch is swung on a miss by O'Hearn, and the count is 0-2. 6-1 Orioles, top of the 5th. Maybe I should just do a poll about the sound effects. The 0-2 is foul back. If I do a poll about the sound effects, then people can answer it with anonymity, and then maybe I'll have a more accurate read on that. Because, again, I don't want to lose some of you guys. We're just trying to spice it up a little bit. This pitch is fouled away by Ryan O'Hearn, and the count will remain 0 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. 2 runs in. Yeah, folks, I'm starting to think, I just don't know what Mountcastle's value is, because how much control is left for him? Like 1 more season? I don't know what his value is on the market. I honestly don't. Like, I think Enrique Bradfield is probably worth more than Ryan Mountcastle in a trade right now. Just for the, one guy's sort of in his prime. Okay, you can say goodbye, Monsieur. Thanks for hanging out, though. Monsieur. Au revoir. let me say goodbye to you. O'Hearn has got it now to a 2-2 count. Sorry about that, monsieur, but you know how it goes.
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
The 2-2 pitch to O'Hearn swung on, hit to third base side, nearly fair. And with the shift on, there was nobody over there. Ryan O'Hearn nearly finding extra bases down the left field line. 2-2 the count. 7 pitch at bat already. See, Robert, I need you on board. Other people are having fun. The 2-2 pitch is called strike 3. Oh, wait, that's our player. Ryan O'Hearn is down on strikes. You see what happens? I get lost in the soundboard and I forget what's going on. O'Hearn is down on strikes. Not happy with the call. It was a long at bat, though. Evaldi's now up to 72 pitches. 2 down here in the 5th. 6-1 Orioles on the back of a trio of 2-run homers. Here's Jordan Westberg.
Well, West is that way.
The 0-1 pitch is low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. I did call every home run with bye-bye birdie, O Bird fan. Have I not said bye-bye birdie for all 3 home runs tonight? The only thing that's going to make my home run call worse is, again, I can't hear any audio now. Swing and a miss by Westberg. He goes down on strikes, and the inning is over. But Evaldi, for the 3rd time tonight, gives up a 2-run homer. The Orioles have now extended the lead. It's 6-1. Oh, I would never let it go, O Bird fan. Your boy was born out of that home run call. When I thought about starting up this channel, I said to myself, well, BW, you got to at least have a signature home run call. And I sat there and I thought about it for a while. And then when bye-bye birdie popped into my brain, the first thing I did was sit there and go, wait a minute, surely somebody else uses this call. If not an Orioles announcer, maybe a Blue Jays announcer, a Cardinals announcer, some frickin' bird. But no. And once I determined that, the rest is history. Bye-bye birdie. That is my signature. If I ever get any merch, I'll be getting you a BW pair of binoculars logo with bye-bye birdie as the text. It's going to be awesome. You did, then you added a sound effect after the call. Devalues your trademark. Wow. Okay. I mean, again, I'm willing to hear all kinds of feedback. Does anybody else agree with Robert? Robert, I'm not trying to make you sound like you're the only one that I'm just, if somebody's on board with what Robert's saying, then, you know, I need more than one person to tell me that. We're in a commercial break, folks. Let me bring you back on over here. I don't know, Mitch, what's up with you? The Orioles are up 6-1. We've had 3 2-run homers tonight. All right, there you go. Fox is on board. All right. Well, then the one thing on here that says,
Bye-bye birdie.
You'll just never hear it again. How about that? Only I get to say it. I understand what you're saying. Only BW should be doing the trademark call. All right. Jonah Heim at the plate. First pitch is ball 1. Heim leading it off here in the bottom of the 5th. Switch hitting catcher batting from the left side. And this is off the plate from Corbin Burns, and the count is 2-0. All right. Well, folks, what I will say about the sound effects is that if you were to take tonight's ball game as this pitch is fouled away, 2 balls, 1 strike on Heim. The one thing I will say is if you go back and you segmented me talking on the microphone and then segmented out the sound effects would probably take up a grand total of 2 to 3 minutes of a 3-hour ball game. You feel me? This ball's fouled away. 2-2 the count on Heim. And it looks like he's going to need a new bat. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Nobody on. Burns on 67 pitches. I thought about it, Sean, but it's just, that's a little too, I'd be a robot if I could pull that off. 2-2 the count on Heim. And this one's hit on the ground to second base. Mateo stops it, picks it up, throws the first in time for out number 1. Mateo had a hard one-hop liner. Wasn't able to pick it cleanly, but was able to keep the ball right there in front of him, pick it up, and get the runner out at first. 1 away for Travis Jankowski. See, like right now, there's been no sound effect for what, 3-4 minutes? It's just a little sprinkle. It's a little something. I hope you guys don't leave. And Fox, you don't think it's a healthy balance now? Look, it's the very first night. You got to give your boy a little bit of leeway. Because for those that are excited about it, they're going to want to hear a few things. Maybe I'm playing it a little bit more than normal. Believe me, I'm thinking about it. 1-1 the count on Jankowski. Trying to please everybody. This pitch is off the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. What, do you think I want some little rinky-dink tinker toy to upstage me? I'm BW. My personality ain't going nowhere. 2-1 pitch is inside 3-1. It's like everything else, folks. It's like when a trade goes down and a player you like has to go. There's that adjustment period where maybe you're not comfortable with it, but over time, it'll grow on you. And that new player you'll learn to love. Here's a called strike. 3-2 the count on Jankowski. Tavares is on deck. Payoff pitch. Fouled away. Burns' pitch count is getting up there to where getting through 6 innings complete is now looking about a 50-50 proposition. Unless he can really start getting hitters out a little more quicker. Another payoff pitch to Jankowski. Check swing, and that's ball 4. That pitch was right at the top of the zone. And I could see an umpire calling that a strike half the time. Burns does not get the benefit of the doubt here. 1 away and now a runner at first base. And that'll bring up Leody Tavares. You gave me leeway an hour ago. Again, how much? I'm still trying to figure out. I've already forgotten. What's the last sound effect I've even placed? I mean, here's the thing. Every Orioles hitter has like a walk-up sound effect. It's like walk-up music at the ballpark. It's just a way to get you hyped for a player coming up to hit. Here's a swing and a miss to Tavares. And the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, I'm definitely keeping the Simpsons gunner sound effect. That might be one of my favorites. Folks, you're just going to have to trust in your boy. I am trying to put the feelers out there, get some feedback, and I will take it all into consideration. The 1-1 pitch to Tavares is a breaking ball, swung on and missed. Nice curve from Burns. dropped below the zone. Tavares was helpless on that swing. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I am relaxed. I tell you what, the best way to make me not relaxed is to tell me to relax. I don't know if anyone telling anyone else to relax has ever made that person relax. It usually just exacerbates the situation. But Fox, it's all good. I'm fine. 1-2 the count. How can I not be fine? We're up 6-1. I'm watching baseball for the first time in forever. There's a swing and a miss. And Burns has just got his 6th K of the night.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
And there you go. Just a little something to pepper it in. Might not hear another sound effect for another 3, 4, 5 minutes. And they last 3 seconds a pop. This one's hit on the ground to Gunnar. He's going to go the long way to first, and that's it. The inning is over. Marcus Semien up, grounds out on the first pitch, and Corbin Burns has gone through 5 innings, giving up just 2 hits. 2 hits, and he does have a couple of walks, but less than 1 base runner per inning. We go to the 6th inning. It's 6-1 Baltimore. I mean, like, if I'm playing a music bed between innings, is that bothersome? I'm trying to be me, but part of being me is to try to please as many people as possible. That's being me. So, being me is doing that. Being me is also saying, okay, you guys want some stuff? This is a test thing here. I'm worried, though. I'm worried. I gotta be me. I've gotta be me. I've got to be me. What else can I be? What, you think that singing's not going away? Just because I can go... Don't worry about what anyone thinks. It's your stream, and if people don't like it, they'll get over it or dip. Well, it's just, you know, I'm trying to find that right balance. That's all. Can you lower the volume on the elevator? Wow, are you calling it elevator music? That's really backhanded. Ouch. I felt that. You don't think that's got, I mean, for a royalty-free song, you don't think that's got a little bit of a beat to it? All right, it's coming down a little bit more. All right, here we go, folks. We are heading now to the top of the 6th. Colton Cowser is going to lead it off. Jonathan Hernandez is on in relief of Eovaldi. 23rd appearance of the season, 2-0 record, 3.67 ERA. Folks, Cowser's at the plate, so I hope you don't mind if I... Hey, if I could get hold music like that whenever I'm calling up some company and waiting, I would love it. Man, the hold music I always get is terrible. This pitch is up and away to Cowser. Colton Cowser with a 2-run bomb tonight. One of 3 Orioles to do so. 1 for 2 on the night. Next pitch from Hernandez is over the plate below. 2-0. I mean, if there's anything you have to at least say, you're fine with this. .20 pitch is a called strike at the bottom of the zone. 2-1 the count. All right, the next offering from Hernandez is fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Will the hat have his own intro music? I don't know. Do you guys feel comfortable enough right now with where the ball game is for me to put on the hat? Because I can tell you what happens when I put on the hat. I have a button on here called the hat. 2-2 the count on Cowser. 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 2-2 the cou See, there you go. For everybody who doesn't like the soundboard, have an edible. 2-2 pitch is inside 3-2. I'm not trying to insult people that don't like the soundboard. I'm just trying to have fun, folks. That's what it's all about. Folks, we went through such a tough stretch leading up to that All-Star break, and then we had that Sunday win. Swing and a miss by Cowser on the full count pitch. And he goes down swinging here to begin the top of the 6th. That'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle. Mountie up at the plate.
Okay, mount up.
It's 6-1, half dozen the other, right? I don't think I can find a clip of that on in waveform. I'm sure somebody could make a clip out of it, but I don't know how to do all that stuff. First pitch to Mountie's off the plate for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 so far tonight, a pair of ground outs. This pitch is inside. He's got a 2-0 count. I like a 2-0 count. Base is empty, 1 out, top of the 6th. The pitch is popped up on the right side near the foul line. Going into foul ground, the first baseman low is out of room as it lands in those sunken in like bar stool seating area along the entire first to third railing. I've completely lost my train of thought. Sorry. Where am I? I'll tell you where I'm at. 2-1 count on Mountcastle. Yeah, but Robert, you got to understand, when I do it, it really hurts my vocal cords. Like, it really, really does. Like, when I did it for the first month or so, it was fine. But at this point, every time I do it, it hurts. So would you rather have me in pain? Or could you just go with the same kind of thing you hear at the ballpark? Help me out here, buddy. 2-2 the count on Ryan Mountcastle. Next pitch from Hernandez is low for ball 3. I know, because it's a charge that comes from the heart. But again, folks, I'm calling every pitch of the whole season. You got to understand. I'm pulling a Cal Ripken here. And now you're asking me to pull a Cal Ripken while with one arm tied behind my back. I mean, come on now. Fouled away by Mountie. We got a full count here with 1 away in the top of the 6th. 6-1 Baltimore. First game back after the All-Star break. Swing and a miss, and Mountcastle goes down on strikes. He is 0 for 3 tonight. And, yeah, I mean, with all the trade talk and all the speculation about what players are going to wind up where, what pieces are going to fit, you know, Mountcastle's at that stage where by next season you got to start wondering, when you got guys like Basayo and Mayo, there's a lot of options that could wind up playing first base that aren't necessarily playing first base now. Ced Mullins at the plate. First pitch to him is ball 1. And the next one is swung on a miss. Come on, Ced.
Well said, now you know what to do.
You know what to do. Do what you did against Verdugo. The 1-1 pitch is taken low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Hey, thank you, Robert. This one's popped up, fouling out of play by Mullins. Count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on in the top of the 6th. Book Duck said record what, Matt? What am I recording? Oh, recording my own bugle? The 2-2 pitch is a check swing, and Mullins did not go around. Full count now. 2 down. Come on, Ced. Payoff pitch is swung on and missed. He went after a pitch just below the zone. Probably a changeup. And that'll do it. The Orioles have a 5-run lead as we go to the bottom of the 6th, 6-1 in Arlington. I mean, who doesn't like when we get a double to turn on the sprinklers? I mean, I love it. I love the sprinklers. I love the faucet. You know, if somebody makes a bonehead play, you know, or if we get a rally, but then it all goes to crap.
Big buck, stop it all.
I spent hours on this. Oh, boy. All right, look. Look. Here's what I want everybody to understand right now, okay?
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure! We've come too far! There's too much to lose! We've got to keep our composure!
All right? All right. Oh, yeah, I don't need a faucet sound. I can just... You're right. That is overkill. I don't need a faucet sound effect. Ah, boy. Here we go to the bottom of the 6th. Corbin Burns out there for what I would assume is his last inning of work. Let's hope he gets him 1, 2, 3. Corey Seager, the first man up. So 2, 3, and 4 for the Rangers. First pitch to Seager is off the plate outside for ball 1. By the way, folks, I've probably forgotten to mention a lot of things. One of those being, make sure you got your game synced up with me. I feel like I'm a little bit behind because the scoreboard on Yahoo is 2 pitches ahead. 1-0 pitch outside, 2-0 on Seager. So hopefully you guys understand how to do it. Just if you are ahead, you can get synced up with me by just pausing your game. And then that moment you pause, let me call that moment. And then unpause, you're good to go. This pitch is up and in on Seager, but he goes after it on a 2-0 pitch and fouls it away. 2-1 the count. Hey, speaking of brother, he's not in the lineup tonight, but I've got a special button for another Orioles position player. Seager now with a 3-1 count. Leading off the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is fouled away. Full count. Full count. Josh Smith, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts, is on deck. The payoff to Seager, 5-run lead. You got to go after him. And that is ball 4. Man, come on, Burnsy. No need to nibble. You can throw it a couple of, inches inside the zone. It doesn't have to be right on the edge. Again, 5-run lead. Leadoff man. And also pitch count. Trying to get through 6. You got to throw a pitch in the zone there. Come on, buddy. All right, here's Josh Smith. He fouls one back. Burns on 87 pitches now in the 6th, but nobody out. So it's going to be right around 100, you would think, to get out of this inning. Unless things really go pants. All right, the 0-1 to Smith. There's a breaking ball that's fouled off to the right. No balls, 2 strikes. I mean, 3 walks you say is unacceptable, Shante. If Burns is facing the Yankees and 3 walks is 2 to Judge and then 1 to somebody else, I'd be like, fine. it's all situational. For me, the worst part about this walk is that, again, you got a 5-run lead, and he's the leadoff man, the number 2 hitter, which means he's going to be followed by the heart of the lineup. That is a situation that screams, just don't walk him, and he did. The 0-2 to Smith is swung on and fouled at the plate. We'll do it again. Next pitch from Burns will be number 90. Hey. Hey, by the way, folks, if anybody's kind enough to send a super chat, it could be 99 cents or a buck, whatever. I got a couple of special sounds for you. The 0-2 pitch is just off the plate outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Burns has had 1 inning where he had to throw more than 20 pitches. That was back in the 3rd. This one's grounded foul off to the right. Smith hanging in there with a 1-2 count. Seager at first. Nobody out. 6-1 Orioles in the bottom of the 6th. As they continue to try to sell me t-shirts. And the 1-2 is a breaking ball. That's hit Q shot to third. Tough play by Westberg, and he got him. Beautiful play by Westberg over there at third base. That is how you do it. You just circle that ball, put yourself in a better position to get off a throw to first. Accurate, strong. Josh Smith retired. Corey Seager moves up to second base. 1 out here. In the bottom of the 6th. Hey, there's a... What is that over there?
Message for you, son.
You don't say. Langford's up. First pitch to him is hit in the air to right field. Santander with a long run. Foul ground into a slide, and he makes the catch. Oh, Anthony Santander. It's almost a mandatory situation. Every game he's sliding and diving in one way or another. This one might be the most impressive yet. It was a long run into foul ground. And he nearly collided with the railing over there. The runner at second, Seager, is able to tag and go to third with 2 down. But man, what a catch there by Tony. Lovely, lovely, lovely. This pitch is low and outside to Adolis Garcia. Hey, the man.
Message for you, son.
Thank you for the 99-cent half a latte. I appreciate it. Wait, what was the message here? Why was that deleted? This one is swung on and missed by Garcia. The count now 1-1. Hey, the man, let me just tell you something.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
I really, really do. 1-1 the count now on Garcia. 2 down, runner at third. Burns on 95 pitches, trying to get through 6 right around the century mark, and this pitch is up and away to Garcia. 2 balls and 1 strike. Got some motorbikes going on behind me here. Jacob Webb is getting loose in the bullpen. So that might be your 7th inning guy, as this pitch is in the dirt. And now Burns is behind Garcia, 3-1. Adolis 0 for 2 so far tonight. Here comes the 3-1 from Burns. And that is a check swing. That pitch was way high, but no swing, says the first base umpire on the appeal. And Garcia will head down the first base. Another walk issued by Burns. That's his 4th of the night. Brandon Hyde just resting his chin on his arms, leaning over the dugout railing there, Drew French out to have a chat. Again, Jacob Webb getting loose. He got the lefty Nathaniel Lowe due up next. He's already got a home run tonight. The only offense the Rangers have managed against Burns, at least in the scoring department. Hell, they only have 2 hits. It's just been walks. 2 hits to 4 walks. All right, the meeting on the mound is wrapping up. Come on, Baltimore. By the way, folks, you might want to think about subscribing to the channel.
I offer you the opportunity to join me in glorious battle.
There's a button at the bottom of your screen. It's free, no commitment, no obligation, and no salesman will visit your home. Nathaniel Lowe, left-handed hitter in the box. 6-1 Orioles, 2 down in the bottom of the 6th. The first pitch to him is inside for ball 1. As they, again, attempt to sell me shirts. I don't want the shirt. 1-0 the count. And the next offering from Burns is hit on the ground, right side, but foul. And the count is 1-1. Thank you there, Ms. Janet. So now this is the second inning. Burns has hit the 20-pitch mark. And he's on 100 pitches altogether. This is probably his final batter either way. The 1-1 pitch is swung on, hit on the ground, and a diving stop by Mateo. He pops up, throws to first in time. And Corbin Burns says, "Thank you very much, Jorge Mateo." Oh, it's that speed. It's that speed to get to that ball. Oh, what a heck of a play. Mateo pops up and throws out the base runner.
You did not just do that. That was crazy.
And the Orioles are going to head on now to the 7th inning with a 6-1 lead. Let's go, folks. We are heading on to the late innings. Let's keep it going.
It's magic, you know.
Feeling good. Feeling good. Oh, that Mateo. He's a fast one. I tell you what. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure Burns is done. Webb was getting loose. With the way Webb has been pitching, I think Brandon Hyde is starting to set up a 7, 8, and 9 sort of thing, which is a combination of Webb or Perez in the 7th, and then whoever doesn't pitch, the combination of Perez or Webb with Cano in the 8th, all based on matchups, and then you go to Kimmy in the 9th. But that seems to be our high leverage guys now. Jacob Webb looking more and more like a high leverage guy, and he's put up some solid numbers. Oh, he's not getting pushed. He's hit over 100 pitches. He was just in the All-Star game for an inning. I know it's just one inning, but it was a competitive inning. It wasn't just like a side session. Yeah, and plus a 5-run lead, you're hoping your bullpen can protect something like that. All right, here we go, folks. And speaking of Mateo, he's at the plate and he takes a called strike. Jorge Mateo now batting. 0-1 the count on Mateo. This one's lined hard but foul off to the left. 0-2 the count. The Orioles up now to 152 on the season, huh? I think the Rangers are at like right at 100, and maybe like 101, 102. So we've got 50% more home runs than the Rangers. 0-2 pitch to Mateo is outside, 1-2. Top of the 7th, folks. 6-1 Orioles. 4 runs in the first. 2 more in the 5th. 3 home runs. All of them 2-run shots. Rutschman had one. Santander had one. And Cowsers had one. This pitch is in the dirt, and the count has gone full here on Jorge Mateo. Full count, baby. Gunnar Henderson on deck. Gunnar already with 3 hits today. Here's the payoff pitch to Mateo. And that one's lifted in the air to left field. Did he get enough? Oh, not quite. It's going to be caught out there a step or 2 in front of the track down the left field line. Mateo turned on it. That launch angle looked pretty interesting. But it goes down as out number 1 here in the 7th. Gunnar Henderson's up next, folks.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
"28 home runs on the season for Gunnar. And the first pitch, he hits one into right field. Another base hit. Gunnar Henderson can't stop hitting ground balls and bloops. I don't know what that Rangers broadcast team is talking about when it comes to exit velo, but if you're going to tell me Gunnar's going to start hitting balls 80 miles an hour and go 4 for 4, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it all day. No, that's not my microphone. That's Gunnar turning on the faucet. Let's head on over to the rally screen. There's a called strike to Adley Rutschman. Adley, 1 for 3 with a 2-run shot. 4 times on, 4 hits. And we're only in the 7th. Gunnar might have a 5th chance. In fact, he should. Unless the Orioles really just get retired like the next 7 batters in a row. As this pitch is low and in on Rutschman. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hernandez, the Texas reliever, up to 28 pitches. This one's well inside and low. 2-1 the count on Adley. That is a giant ballpark. I mean, there is a deck above. I thought I saw the upperest deck. There's a deck above that deck at this ballpark. This ballpark has like 6 decks. This pitch is low, 3-1. 3-1 the count. Gunnar at first base, 1 out. The Orioles up 6-1 here in the top of the 7th, looking for more as they try to begin the second half of the campaign, putting all those offensive struggles behind them. And that is ball 4 to Adley. Adley, take your base.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Rutschman is on. 2 on for the Orioles. And that'll bring up Anthony Santander.
That's not a tater tot. That's a tater giant.
It sure is. A tater giant who's now up to 25 home runs on the season. Folks, he's top 5 in baseball in home runs. There's a meeting on the mound between the Rangers pitching coach and Hernandez and Jonah Heim, the catcher. Talking about what to do with Tony Taters. That's right, folks. Get those taters up in the chat. This ain't all about the soundboard. This is about you guys throwing in. There you go. Let's get some runs. We got Gunnar at second, Adley at first, 1 out here. Top of the 7th, 5-run lead. Tony 2 for 3 with a 2-run homer. Average up over 240 now. Up to 60 RBI. He's got 2 ducks on the pond here. And the first pitch to him is swung on and drilled. Will that stay fair? That ball is gone! Bye, birdie! Anthony Santander is playing on a completely different level right now. Make it number 26. Look out, Gunner. Tony's right behind you. A 2-run shot? Or is that a 3-run shot? We make it a 3-run shot as Gunner and Adley cross the plate as well. Anthony Santander has gone bananas. 2 homers, 5 RBI. The Orioles lead it 9-1. Come on, Charm City. Get pumped. A Weaver special. Ryan O'Hearn at the plate.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
Oh, man, Tony with a quick trigger on that swing. And this one's hit hard on the ground, right side. Diving stop by Lowe. He throws to Hernandez covering the bag. And that is out number 2. My goodness. Hey, Robert, if that's what we are, I'm having fun watching it. Apparently, we can depend on a home run to win 100 games a year. Or something around the neighborhood of 3 out of every 5. Well, if we can win 3 out of every 5 with the home run, that sounds like winning a 5-game playoff series. 3 out of 5. I don't know. The math seems to work out to me. Here's Jordan Westberg.
Well, West is that way.
First pitch is a ball. 2 down, nobody on. And this one's lifted in the air, but shallow. Right where the center fielder is stationed, and he'll make the catch to win the inning. But the Orioles, with that home run dependent offense, Anthony Santander, his second. I mean, to say home run, I mean, look at this swing. That's probably a double for a lot of guys. It's just that Tony's so damn strong. He just hit the crap out of it. It was a nice level swing. I didn't see like an Adley Rutschman uppercut swing on that swing. That was just Tony being Tony. Holy Toledo, folks. We head on now to the 7th inning stretch time, and I know we're not in Baltimore, but that don't mean that we can't maybe, I don't know, think about throwing some cakes on the griddle. Get them cakes up in the chat, folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
It is 9-1 Orioles. Going into the bottom of the 7th. It's almost a laugher at this point. I mean, folks. All right, it's time to introduce. Now that I feel like we have a comfortable lead, it's time to introduce something. Perhaps something that needs no introduction, if you know what I mean. Perhaps it needs no introduction as I try to kill time. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm talking about. I think it's time. Let's go. The hat is on. That's right. The hat has made an appearance tonight. The hat's been lonely. It's been a lonely week for the hat. Hey, thanks, Coldest. Again, folks, believe me, I am very, very self-conscious about how this all goes over. And I'm probably just annoying those who enjoy it by talking about it so much. But again, brand new toy. Everything in time will settle down. We'll find that right groove. And I think eventually you guys are going to enjoy it. It's going to have like a Pavlovian effect. You know, a certain player is going to come up and you're going to be like, oh, I want to hear that walk-up music or that walk-up thing. What do you got? Hey, Corbin Burns, you're done, right? Okay. Just making sure. Keegan Aiken. It is not going to be Jacob Webb. It's going to be Keegan Aiken, the lefty, coming out here as the Orioles have made a call to the bullpen for Keegan Aiken. All right, and the Rangers are going to counter this move by bringing out Robbie Grossman. Janikowski, the left-handed hitter. Grossman, a switch hitter, but he hits lefties a lot better than Janikowski. That's right, Janet. Should have bought yourself. I tried, Robert. I tried. But, Robert, doesn't that sort of speak to how I'm more interested in making things better for you guys than just myself? As this pitch is hit on the ground to third, Westberg, routine play, 1 down. A quick out here for Keegan Aiken. I mean, doesn't that just tell you the commitment, Robert, I have? The last person I'm worried about upgrading is me. And that's kind of always been the way I've done things, and that's probably why I don't get too far in life. I'm always trying to make things around me better without working on myself. Here's the pitch. There's a called strike. 0-1 on Grossman, who's hitting .215 on the season. Started the year with the White Sox. That's a called strike on the outside, and Keegan Aiken given a couple inches there by the umpire. 0-2 on Grossman with 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. 9-1 Orioles. And this pitch is off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Philly lost? I thought Philly was up by like 5 runs. All right. The nature. What about the nature? Grossman now with a 2-2 count. Aiken gets the sign and the pitch. A swing and a miss. Down goes Grossman.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right. All right, another pinch hitter coming up. Derek Hill is going to pinch hit for Leody Taveras. Hill batting from the right side. First pitch, swing and a miss. Aiken with one right down the chute. Oh, I hope JJ comes on over and hangs out. Maybe we'll have a little fun over here, get his mind off the loss. I mean, the Phillies are going to be fine. The Phillies are fine. They're fine. They could go through a stretch of going like 10-18, and they're still going to be fine. They're going to be fine. They could have one of those like Yankee months and still walk away winning that division. 0-1 the count on Hill. And that is a swing and a miss. 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Bottom of the 7th. The Orioles ahead 9-1. Oh, 2 pitch. Is swung on and missed. Aiken with one upstairs. No chance. And is that a 3-up, 3-down inning? I believe it was.
3 is a magic number.
Keegan Aiken coming in to get the bottom of the order out. Heim, Grossman, and Hill. We head on to the 8th. It is 9-1 Baltimore. Come on, folks. Get hype now. Get hype. That's actually walk-up music for Kyle Stowers. Not in the lineup tonight, and probably not on the team after tomorrow. But I had to put him in there just in case. Hey, by the way, I haven't heard this one in a while.
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Ooh, ha. Look, it doesn't really matter, all right? Baltimore. Well, I mean, when it comes to music, my options are limited for copyright things. Again, that thing, if I play more than like 4 seconds of that, the entire stream gets demonetized instantly. Boom. Just for having a little bit of fun. So for Gunner, we're still sticking with this.
His name's Gunner and he's dating my mom.
And I think that's good enough. You got a Simpsons reference. It's a little funny. And maybe his dating your mom. I don't know. Daniel Robert is on now for the Rangers. New reliever. He's only pitched in one game, an inning and 2/3, and he got knocked around. ERA of 10.80. Right-handed reliever. Colton Cowser at the plate. He goes after the first pitch and hits it in the left, and he will be retired quickly. I didn't even get a chance. Colton Cowser down on one pitch. Yeah, you know, 2 can be as bad as 1, Matt. Some say it's the loneliest number since the number 1. All right. Who's up next? Why, it's Ryan Mountcastle.
Okay, mount up.
First pitch. Oh, that is a nasty movement on that pitch, but it's above the zone for ball 1. Thankfully. With this, God, it's the most annoying. I might have to go back to the ESPN page. I mean, if the interface is going to be ahead here, then I might as well. Swing and a miss. 1-on-1 on Mountcastle. I'm going to pull an audible here and just head on over there real quick and see how it looks. 9-1 Orioles in the top of the 8th. Mountie with a 1-1 count. Let's see what he's got on the screen here. And this one's hit in the air to right field. Garcia going toward the foul line. He has room and he makes the catch. 2 down in the 8th. So that'll bring up, see, this already has Mullins at bat already decided. So that is even worse. That is even worse. By the way, same name as one of my favorite Weird Al Yankovic albums. All right, 2 down. Cedric Mullins is at the plate, and I got a feeling this is going to be a quick at-bat. First pitch from Robert is on the outside for ball 1. Come on, Ced.
Well said, now you know what to do.
You know what to do. 2-out rally time, baby. Matt says Gunner can date his mom. Hey, he can date my mom, too, if she were around. This one's hit in the air to center. It's falling, but closing it down out there in center field is Derek Hill, who came in to replace Leody Taveras a half an inning ago. The Orioles do not score here in the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom half. They still lead this one comfortably, 9-1. 9. All right, folks, it's time. We got to talk here. This sub screen ain't going anywhere. Dude, flatline. Flatline. There's no pulse here, folks. I'm asking you. I'm asking you friendly now. By the way, if you could hit the like button as well, that would be great. We're up to 67. Normally, we get over 100. Folks, I know we've had a break. That doesn't mean the Orioles have certainly responded after having some time off. We need some response from you guys. Let's go. Let's pick it up. Hey, look, what if I told you this? If you were to sub it up right now or hit that like button, I got a promise for everybody out there.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
All right? So let's go. We got a break here. Your boy needs a lucky. Your boy needs a lucky, and he needs a little bit of... With a little bit of luck. With a little bit of luck. I'm just going to stare at this number for a while. By the way, I should refresh this while I'm thinking about it. Or did I do that already? All right. Well, maybe this number will move again someday. As we head on now to the bottom of the 8th. I'm not getting any respect tonight either, I tell you what. All right. Keegan Aiken is still out here. Orioles, another pinch hitter for the Rangers, takes a called strike. Texas is emptying the bench. Orioles on in place of Marcus Semien? Now, there's got to be something to this move. This pitch is low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. I get the 2 pinch hitters for the 8 and 9 guys in the last inning. I don't understand replacing Marcus Semien for this light hitter unless there's something wrong with Semien. 1-1 pitch in the dirt, 2-1 the count. So if anybody gets any report on the status of Marcus Semien, feel free to share it in the chat. Again, I'm watching these games now in absolute silence, so I don't get to hear any of the fly-on-the-wall stuff. This one's hit on the ground to short. Gunnar has it on a bounce over to first in time. 1 down in the 8th. Folks, he can start counting the outs. Just start counting them. We need 5 more. Potential trade bait. Why risk an injury? First of all, I don't see him getting traded. I mean, Texas, if they're going to do any trading, it's going to start with a pitcher like a Eovaldi or a Scherzer, because Jacob deGrom is coming back. They've got way too many like top level, high priced pitchers for what they're doing. They got to get rid of one of those guys. Seager with a foul ball, and it's 0-2. Keegan Aiken looking great so far in relief. He's got Seager 0-2. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. And the next pitch is low and outside. I mean, Semien was the starting second baseman in the All-Star game just a few days ago. Altuve had earned the spot, but he was not available for the game, and shocker, the hometown team. There's a called strike 3. Keegan Aiken gets Corey Seager looking.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
I mean, the Orioles are striking guys out. If this soundboard is getting overused, it's from striking too many people out. 9 strikeouts from Oriole pitching so far with 2 down in the 8th. And here's a swing and a miss by Josh Smith. Smith 0 for 3. He struck out twice tonight. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And that was a foul tip apparently. That ball was right down the middle of the plate. Center. There is something about Aiken's delivery or something that these Ranger hitters can't pick up the ball, it seems. This one's low and outside. Keegan, there's no need to waste a pitch like that. If they can't hit a pitch right down the middle, no need to throw one 2 feet off the plate. Just throw it 6 inches off. They'll go for it. 1-2 the count on Josh Smith. The pitch. Low and again. Too much of a waste. The count even up at 2-2. Is this still open back here? Up and in, and did that get Smith? It looks like it did. Oh, this is tough. And did that get him on the hand as well? Folks, apparently we are beginning a brand new A brand new thing. It's called hand hunting. It's something that we're being accused of. I don't know how you are able to be so accurate as to always hit a player on their hands, considering their hands are constantly moving and at different places during a swing, whereas a head is typically where a head stays. I don't know how you go hand hunting. Yeah, it didn't look like it really hit him square on the hand. Yeah, it looks like a hangnail. Oh, come on with this. I ain't got time to wait for this. Ah, boy.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
I'm still trying to figure out exactly. Yeah, he's looking at the tip of his thumb like I do after I open up an envelope wrong. You're fine, dude. Give me a break. 2 down. Here's Wyatt Langford. Langford, right-handed hitter. Aiken still out there. And the first pitch is low and in. I mean, the trust Aiken has had here. Hyde sees no reason to go to a Cano or even a Jacob Webb yet. This is a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. 9-1 Orioles. The Rangers have a runner at first base. All runs in the game coming off the home run. The Orioles have 4. All of them either a 2-run or 3-run shot, while the Rangers have just 1 homer, and that was a solo. 2-1 the count on Wyatt Langford. That pitch is low, 3-1. This pitch is a called strike. Bottom of the zone on the inside corner. Aiken works the count full. He's up to 27 pitches since coming on. 2 innings. Has not given up a hit or a walk, and he struck out 3. The pitch. Hit on the ground. Gunnar spins, throws, and Mountie holds the foot on the bag to get that toss over there. It was a little bit off, but Mountie able to stretch and get the 3rd out of the inning. What a play. We head to the 9th. It's the Orioles 9. The Rangers 1. Let's go. Wow, I didn't get a raid tonight either. Nobody gave me a raid. I'm raiding everybody else, but they don't want to raid me. I tell you what, I don't know what's going on. BW might be burning bridges without even realizing that he has. I don't know. Getting some weird feedback from some people out there in the content creation land. Again, I try to please everybody, but all I seem to do is put my foot in my mouth sometimes. 9-1-2 due up for Baltimore, which should be their final trip to the plate. Gunner's going to have a chance to go 5 for 5. You guys been doing enough splashing tonight? Had enough splashing in the splash zone? Tell you what. All right. Mateo is coming up first. Grease Lightning. Jorge held hitless so far tonight. 9 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Baltimore. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Rangers. First pitch to Mateo is swung on and missed. John Gray. I'm used to him being a starter. He's coming out in relief. 19th appearance, ERA just a hair over 4. Next pitch is low and outside to Mateo. 1 ball, 1 strike. Who is Aiken? Keegan Aiken, left-handed reliever for your Baltimore Orioles. Let's trade him straight up for Mason Miller. This one's in a line and over the second baseman, a base hit. Jorge Mateo finds some real estate in center field. A leadoff single. Let's turn on the faucet. And let's see Mateo do his thing. I mean, it is 9-1. I guess we're probably not running Mateo and up 8 runs in the 9th, but you never know. Back to the top of the order for Gunnar. Let's head on over here, folks. Gunnar at the plate. The first pitch to him is over the plate but low for ball 1. Birch Smith getting loose and the bullpen for the Orioles. Again, Gunnar 4 for 4 tonight. The pitch, swing and a miss. He took a big cut on a pitch inside at 96 miles an hour, 1-1. Come on, Gunnar. Single, 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 single tonight. First, second, fifth, and 7th innings. The 1-1 pitch is a check swing, but it's a called strike on the outside corner. Gunnar didn't like the call, but it did look like it clipped the edge there. What is this assembly line of jerseys I'm looking at here? Holy Toledo. The pitch inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Come on, Gunnar. What is... Can I get a jersey? All right, 2-2 pitch to Henderson, and here it is. Swung on, foul back. We'll do it again. Runner at first, nobody out. The Orioles ahead 9-1 in the top of the 9th. Looking to take the first game of 3 and set the tone as we begin the latter half of the season. The season's already well more than half over by about 15 games. Gunnar with a broken bat, perhaps. An inside-out looping swing that's going to be a soft line out to Corey Seager for out number 1. Seager playing near the second base bag, had to move back towards short to make a catch, but it wasn't hit very hard. 1 out. Gunnar will end his day 4 for 5. Where's Jack Crick to tell me why didn't Gunnar get a 5th hit? Here's Adley now.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
He takes inside for ball 1. Adley 1 for 3 tonight. Mateo at first base with 1 down. This one is hit on the ground, foul. Oh, no. Is that fair ball? Is that a fair ball? No, it's not. Okay, 1-1 the count. Right over to first base on the line. Nathaniel Lowe had hit the first base bag to get the out just in case, but it is a foul ball. This is the Orioles' 8th 4-homer game of the season. The 1-1 Adley is lifted foul. Oh, no, lifted into left. Man, I tell you, that's one thing I can't figure out is why batters sort of pause before they start running toward first if they know the ball is going to be in fair territory. I see a guy standing there, and I'm thinking, all right, foul ball. Instead, it is a fly ball to left field. Adley is retired. 2 down in the inning for Anthony Santander. Folks, get them taters up in the chat one more time.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
Tony going for a big night. 2 homers and 5 RBI already. First pitch to him is low for ball 1. I see a very concerning lack of taters in the chat. Maybe it's just because of a lag issue. I don't know. But we got a 1-0 count. Runner on, 2 out. This one is swung on and missed. And the count even up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, Santander up to 60 pitches. Maybe we should do a lag check. Folks, I'm going to say a number. Type it in as soon as you hear it. The number is 5. I repeat, the number is 5. 1-1 pitch is at the bottom of the zone for a called strike. 1-2 the count. All right, there's the first. All right, it looks like there's about a few extra seconds of delay. I'll see what I can do to try to improve that for you guys on the next stream. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Tony, and he swings a broken bat. Look out as a shard of that bat lands right over near the first base coach, first base umpire, and the first base man. Look out over there. 1-2 the count. So if Tony can get a hit today, or a hit here, I should say, he can match Gunnar for a 4-hit night. Man, look at that shard of a lumber helicopter way the hell out there, about 110 feet. So Santander with that 26th homer, the second one tonight, that ties him for 4th. It's Judge, Shohei, Gunnar, and then Santander tied with somebody else. This pitch is low and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Come on. Two down. 2-2 count. The pitch to Santander from John Gray is in the dirt, 3-2. Full count. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming. And here it is. Swung on and fouled back. Tony hanging strong. Still 3-2. Tony wants that 4th hit. Tony knows Gunnar's got 4. By the way, Gunnar has scored 3 runs tonight, so that just adds to his major league lead. Another payoff pitch. Swung on, popped up. On the infield, third base side. Josh Smith waiting on it, and he's got it, and that's it. The Orioles do not add on, but they have a comfortable lead, one would think, as we go to the bottom of the 9th. 9-1 Baltimore. And it looks like Birch Smith is going to come out to get the final 3 outs. Come on, Birch. I need a Birch effect. Man, I spent so much time on this thing. All right. How we doing, Charm City chat? This looks like the perfect kind of game coming out of the break. Once again, you're telling me the Red Sox wound up losing? The Guardians got a shutout. Oh, the Red Sox are just getting started. Who was it that lost? Somebody was winning that lost. Oh, the Phillies. That's it. Wow, Pittsburgh 8-7. Let me look at this box score. Oh, no. Philly had him 7-6 into the bottom of the ninth, and then Pittsburgh walked it off on an O'Neal Cruz RBI double. Ouch. Oh, no, it's Nick Gonzalez with the winning single. You'll be all right, JJ, if you're out there. You'll be all right. Phillies are fine. Here's Birch Smith. This is his 27th appearance altogether. He did start the season with the Marlins. Only a couple of appearances so far with the Orioles. Has looked pretty good in that time. A very low leverage situation here. You just need to get 3 outs. And it's going to be the middle of the order here for the Rangers. 5, 6, and 7. Adolis Garcia takes strike 1. Yeah, that might have something to do with it, Matt. He might have signed off. I've been there. I've been there. 0-1 the count. This is a swing and a miss. Big cut by Garcia. Smith with a pitch, top of the zone, outside corner. By the way, Kyle Stowers is in the ballgame, replacing Anthony Santander in right. And if Kjerstad is back active tomorrow, that could be the final moments for Kyle Stowers before getting sent back down again. 1-2 the count now on Garcia. You want to close the door on this game? I hear you. I want to close the door. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. See you later. Garcia goes down. The Orioles are punching out Rangers left and right.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Here comes Nathaniel Lowe, who's provided the only offense on the night, a solo home run way back in the second inning. First pitch to him is off the plate outside for ball 1. Lowe 1 for 3 on the night. This one is a check swing, but a strike called. Top of the zone on the outside corner. Birch Smith is dealing, painting the corners. Birch Smith there, Rob. I've said his name like 6 times already, haven't I? This one is a little off the plate. 2-1 the count on Nathaniel Lowe. 1 out here in the ninth. 2 more outs to get with an 8-run lead. Breaking ball popped up. Third base side, and that's going to land first row behind the dugout. 2-2 the count. I'm in the mood for birch beer. Two pitch to Nathaniel Lowe. Here it is. That one is swung on and hit into right field shallow. Coming in on it is Stowers, but it's Mateo who will go out in the shallow right center. The second baseman makes the catch. 2 down in the ninth. 2 down in the ninth. We are on the verge. Jonah Heim at the plate. Base is empty. 2 down in the ninth. The pitch is a called strike. That had a lot of the plate. Heim did not offer. Oh, 1 pitch is swung on and hit on the right side. Mountcastle's got it. Flips to Smith covering the bag. And folks, the Orioles are in the win column. Get in.
Game over.
The Orioles are in the win column, folks. Let's go. A 9-1 win. 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors. For the Rangers, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. The Rangers left 6 men on base. How about this, folks? The Orioles only left 3 on. You know, it's hard to leave men on base when you're home run dependent. But hey, here we are. An impressive effort tonight. I would say so. Anthony Santander gets my player of the game. A pair of homers, 5 RBI, 3 hits in total. Gunnar Henderson with a 4-hit night as well. High fives all around. You can see that there is newfound confidence in this Orioles team after looking so dejected during that funk leading up to the All-Star break. Man, how big was that last win on Sunday against the Yankees to come from behind, walk it off, take a break, and come back looking good with a 9-1 win over the defending World Series champion Rangers, holding them to just 2 hits. Enrique Bradfield's up to 46 steals today. My goodness. The dude can run. All he's got to be able to do, it's like Mateo. Can he hit? If he can do enough, he'll be a major leaguer for a long time with that kind of speed. Anthony Santander getting interviewed over here. All right. Folks, 9-1 your final. The winning pitchers, Corbin Burns, no save. Evaldi the loser. And man, 3 home runs he gave up. All right. We now move to 59-38 on the season, back to 21 games over 500. And the Yankees will keep pace after winning already earlier tonight. So all is well. Let's take a look at tomorrow's matchup, and then I'll get you guys on out of here. Let me just play a little bit of a music bed as I look around. A little bit of elevator music for you. All right. Coming up tomorrow. I think it's an hour earlier, if I'm not mistaken. Tonight's first pitch was 8 o'clock, 8:05 Eastern. I think tomorrow is 7:05. Indeed it is. Tomorrow night, 7:05, first pitch. Your boy will be on the air at 6:55 p.m. Eastern. Your matchup, we got a doozy. Grayson Rodriguez, in search of his 12th victory of the season, going up against Max Scherzer. Yet another pitcher I'm keeping my eye on in case the Rangers... Again, folks, Evaldi just got the crap beat out of him. I'm not sure I want him anymore if the Rangers decide to sell. But at the same time, if we sit here and we take it to the Rangers, that might put them in a position to say, well, we got to sell. And again, the more players available, the better the market is for buyers. Because if you've got scarce, if you got position scarcity or whatever, that usually jacks up the price. Anyway, Grayson against Max Scherzer tomorrow, folks. That should be a great matchup to watch. And again, coming at you 6:55 p.m. tomorrow, right here on this very channel. I want to say thank you to everybody in the Charm City chat. I know tonight was a little bit different. Hopefully, I'll get a little bit better at using this little puppy over here. I do think it adds some fun to it all. The only drawback for me really is I have 0 audio on the ball game. I can't hear the crack of the bat, and I got a feeling that's going to make me look pretty bad on a couple of calls in a given ball game. But other than that, I like it. Hey, thank you, Janet. Thank you, Baxter. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Ran P. Thank you, Rob, and all the mods here for helping out. Shantae, Tony, Zopfinator, Fox Molnar, Baxter, Calvin. Who we got up in here? Coldest, Pocket Watch, Isaac, Nicholas. See, I have to do a lag check. That's the only way to get a few of you guys to speak. There's Base. You got CS Speed. That's a new name. Welcome in. Robert. I think that's most of here. LeBron the Goat James. Anybody else? I want to hit everybody I can. I don't want to skip anybody. Ryan Lust is back. All right, I got a feeling, well, I don't have a game to take you guys to, but I got a feeling the Ryan Ripken channel is going to be starting up their podcast here shortly. Do me a favor. Head on over to the Ryan Ripken channel and drop your boy's name. I've been trying to bend the ear of somebody over there. Not Ryan himself, but one of his colleagues. Sent him a clip of the walk-off win from last Sunday against the Yankees. Never heard back. We ought to be partners. I'm telling you. You know, not necessarily contractually, but just as colleagues. I call the game. You come on, you do the post game. And you guys can enjoy both. That would be, to me, an ideal scenario. But that's going to do it for me, guys. So I hope you have a good rest of your Friday night. I don't know how you can do much better than a 9-1 win. Burns looked good. The bullpen looked fantastic. The hitting is there. Yes, a lot of home runs, but I'll take them. I will take them. All right, folks. I'm going to head on over to the Ryan Ripken podcast after I wrap things up. Maybe I'll see you over there. If not, I'll see you tomorrow night. Have a good night. Until then, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Respect the hat. Good night, everybody.